Hi, my name is Belengian, and this is my narrative presentation. So, to begin, ma the majority of us are spend our time at work or will be continuing to work for the rest of our lives. So, why not improve it and make it a better place to work? The narrative I discussed is using psychology in the workplace to reduce stress, lessen burnout, boost motivation, and create a more joyful and positive work atmosphere overall. So for some context, the practice and application of psychological theories and techniques to a work setting is known as workplace psychology. The ultimate objective is to recognize and resolve new problems that arise, enhance dynamics, morale at work, and raise employee happiness. The term industrial organizational psychology is most commonly used to describe workplace psychology. It focuses on evaluating organizational group and individual dynamics and applies that study to find answers to issues that enhance an organization's um, and employees' performance and well-being. It aims to raise worker motivation, understanding, and improvement in order to boost the organization's overall performance. The three primary domains of workplace psychology are industrial psychology, which has to do with selecting and evaluating employees. The second is organizational psychology, which has to do with the social component of work, and the human factors psychology, which has to do with the design of the workplace. So the there are several advantages to using psychology in the workplace for both the employers and employees. Usually the objective is to enhance the workers' mental health so they feel respected, safe, and capable of performing their jobs well. This consequently lowers stress levels and boosts worker productivity, which can also benefit the employer's bottom line. Organizational psychologists are employed by a lot of big companies to handle psychological concerns in the workplace. They evaluate the environment, pinpoint areas that require change, and create plans to deal with those problems using research techniques and psychology. To assist in creating more effective hiring and training procedures, they also research job requirements and corporate culture. It can have a wide range of company demands, which include guidance, coaching, mentorship, and personal growth, assisting with and providing information for strategic decision making, reworking workplace settings, closing the gap in communication because there's usually a hierarchy when it comes to companies. Planning organizational development and transform, including recruitment, selecting learning, and continuous professional development, performance appraisals, employee relations, motivations, additional job description reviews, and psychometric assessment procedures. So in workplace psychology, stress is a topic that is very prevalent for employees, and businesses are find it fascinating, concerning, and are becoming not more aware of it, but are creating more urgency towards it. Uh, they enlist psychologists, dietitians, and other professionals to develop workplace wellness initiatives that provide employees with, such as with meals, yoga sessions, quiet areas, and additional cognitive assessment exercises to help them better understand their stress. Any aggressive or undesired behavior directed against another individual or group at work is considered psychological harassment. Uh, this takes shape usually in remarks out that are made aloud, gestures, or acts that impair the dignity and mental health of the said targeted individual or group, which creates a hostile work environment. Companies have a moral and frequently legal duty to make sure that none of their personnel experience unwelcome psychological harassment, so it doesn't impair the capacity for them to perform their jobs. This covers things like persistent criticism, intrusive supervision, sexual harassment, and promotional blocking. Believing in psychology safety means that one won't face consequences or humiliation for voicing opinions or worries or their errors. The ability of team members to take chances and be vulnerable in front of one another without fear of psychological harassment or even losing their job has demonstrated to promote creativity in the workplace. Uh, it's about being frank with your criticism, being willing to own up to your mistakes, and taking advice from others in order to help everyone get better and experience less stress. Uh, so some consequences are using positive psychology. It's a good thing, but it could also lead to bad things because we know too much positivity, it won't help us. It it can create like false narratives in your head and could like make people's mental health deteriorate. HR departments and psychologists that specialize in fostering this atmosphere usually assist in training programs that can help with this. In my opinion, positive psychology should be applied only after all the methods have tried, but they failed. Um, Other consequences of this narrative or is the industrial organizational psychology and HR are closely related, which may be not the best for other certain individuals. They see HR as something that is overbearing and into your business. So there needs to be a rebrand of that because at the end of the day, they're just there to help to create a more positive environment. And when making new suggestions to change the workplace, some of the people in charge or and people in control or power may feel that they're being criticized and under attack. So that also needs to be changed because again, at the end of the day, people are just trying to help. These are the websites and articles that I used. And yeah, that'd be all for my presentation.